As Emil Krastev, speaking of battles, 295, a rematch once again with Gustav Hedlund. These two gentlemen, arch rivals, and look at that double bicep in the back. Emil, one deadlift away from the world title. Emil, ever so close to being the king of the 93s, has another opportunity here today as Gustav Hedlund returns, and Emil's looking to make a statement and right that wrong.
And that must have really stung, the winning deadlift just springing out of his hands. Oh wow,
Makes easy work, I agree.
Three white lights, good lift.
And here he comes, the returning Sheffield champion, the returning world champion.
And what a year he had in 2024. Can he kick it up again in 25?
He said up until last year, he never really felt proud about his powerlifting career, always coming so close, hoping that won't be the story of his career. Well, after the year he had, it's quite the stage to step on, quite the base to lift himself upon, and Emil returns to try to take it away from him. Battle of the 93s.
That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. He's in good shape. He's going to be adding tons of kilos there. World record, of course, is Gavin Aiden's. He did out at NAP.
As Emil Krastev walks onto the platform, 310 kilos for Emil. Also a 15-kilo jump.
Emil's a great all-rounder. Of course, he's got a big bench. And we know he could fight at the front. He was so close to winning in Lithuania. And of course, been to Sheffield once before, but was injured, didn't do so well. Yeah, I hesitated because I wasn't sure of the depth, and he did get a call from the side referee.
2-1 for Emil.
Because the bigger prize is more important.
But he is being pushed, and perhaps he'll have to push his chips to the middle of the table. Gustav Hedlund, 325. Just 2.5 kilos off his personal best.
And he's looking in good shape. He's had a great year. His training's going well. His opening squats looked really easy.
That moves smooth, Joe.
I'm just going to wait for the referee for 3 white lights. We've got that angle looking upwards. It's really hard to accurately judge depth.
Emil Krastev, 317.5. Emil has previously hit 312.5. A personal best for Emil. And if you remember, back at the World Championships in Lithuania, pacing himself to win the world title, had the world title in hands right up to the final deadlift. Just that lockout, missed it. If he hits this, looking like he's pacing even greater than that total. Might he upset the reigning world champion Gustav Hedlund?
Maybe so, popping up above 900 kilos.
3 for 3, and Emil threatening Gustav Hedlund. Gustav Hedlund, 335, 10-kilo jump. Gustav, this is a personal best for him. The reigning Sheffield champion, reigning 93-kilo world champion. We said Emil went 3 for 3. You know the pacing on Emil, right on Gustav's heels. Everyone expects Gustav to be ahead on the squat, but every kilo's gonna count. He needs this extra 10 kilos if he's gonna emerge as the king of the 93s after today.
It's that big bench of Emil's. It puts him ahead at subtotal.
It really is the equalizer. Emil's hitting personal bests. Gustav needs to as well.
And he is.
Answering the challenge here at Sheffield.
That's a great place to do a 7.5 kilo squat PB.
Gustav Hedlund, 205. The returning Sheffield champion and the reigning 93 kilo world champion. He's being pressed by Emil. Great battle here in the 83s, great battle in the 93s.
Super easy. Super easy. We might see 220 from him.
Because Emil Krastev is hot on his heels.
And he's got a big bench.
Emil has faced Gustav at the World Championships and defeated him head-to-head. He's more than capable. Can he live up here at Sheffield? 227.5 for his opener.
He takes big jumps too.
At the World Championships, he opened with 225 and finished just an inch away from the world title. He's opening bigger than that today. He's applying pressure on Gustav. What do you think, Joe?
That was really odd. Did it stick to his singlet and it came up? I couldn't quite make out what happened there.
Ready to approach 215.
Bars loaded, 215 kilos for Gustav Hedlund of Sweden.
This is top weight at the last Sheffield.
Once again, the Swedish phrase you're looking for is Connie Ann.
Missed 217.5 at Worlds.
This is a big bench for Gustav, and previously had some issues upper body going into the World Championships, he told me. 215 will give an indication if those have cleared up.
Looks like they have.
And Gustav pulls ahead in the squat event, and Emil gaining ground in the bench press. All this to be expected. It's going to come down to the final deadlift, just like it did at the World Championships. So far, neither one of these men have missed. 235 for Emil Krastev of Bulgaria.
235 kilos for Emil Krastev, Bulgaria.
237.5 was his previous personal best.
I think he's been into the 240s in training though.
Toe to toe in the 93 kilo class. Neither one of them missing. 220 kilos, and Gustav is going to need these 5 kilos, as you see right behind him, Emil, figuratively and literally. Quite the 93 kilo battle. Neither man has missed yet. In the projected, just 7.5 kilos separate them, and a lot can happen in the deadlifts. It's very tight. He needs it, Joe.
And he's got it.
And it's there. In a battle of the 93s, the returning champion is not blinking. And he's hyped. Can Emil Krastev grab 5 more kilos? What a race as these men jog side by side to the finish line.
So that forecast is if Emil makes this lift.
And Gustav with a monster deadlift. He's got to cover some ground. Emil needs this to keep the pressure and force Gustav to load up more than he can handle on the deadlift. Talk about living up to the hype.
And no, so it's neck and neck again.
It's still neck and neck. It's still anybody's battle.
And it really is nip and tuck with the 93 kilo lifters.
35 kilos for Emil.
And you see the battle of the 93s ever so close between Gustav Hedlund and Emil. Once they hit their openers, just 2.5 kilos separate them.
And that is
Smooth opener for Emil.
for Krastev. Same weight remains on the bar.
Nice and easy, gives him somewhere to move up to.
As Gustav Hedlund takes 335 and looks to answer. A little bit surprised, Emil and Gustav opening the exact same.
Gustav, Hedlund, Sweden.
Historically speaking, Gustav's got a bigger deadlift. Again, it's not where you start, it's where you end. Gustav looking to pull ahead, and he does right there by 2.5 kilos, and likely pace himself to maintain that lead right to the finish line if everything goes to script for the Swedes. 355. This will give him 907.5. The world record as it stands coming into the event, 901 by Gavin Aiden. It'll move him into the top 5 overall. And what a battle the 93s are putting on.
That was a nice pull. And you better believe he's been doing some grip work.
You know what?
Oh, wow.
I was hesitant to say anything, Joe, because the lockout to me also, look, it's a 20 kilo jump as Gustav attempts 355. Bar stays the same. Gustav, should he hit this, moving into the top 3, the defending Sheffield champion might podium back to back. Still got another round of deadlifts to go, though. What an accomplishment that would be.
1% over the world record.
That was a lot smoother.
Nice. Yeah.
And Gustav enjoying his good work. 9-10. $360, this will give him a 915 total. 901 was the world record coming into the event.
Nine for 9 for Gustav Hedlund.
And first to hit the percentage for the total, that is the world record, is the tie break, not the body weight. A reminder, this is Sheffield. And that is why Emil has to go over the world record, which Gustav just said at 9:15. Forecasted place will be second.
At 365 kilos for Emil Krastev of Bulgaria.
No, that'll be.
This is a big ask for Emil, but why not have a go? Why not give it a try?
Oh, it's a huge pull, but Does he get the shoulders back, Joe?
I
Leaning.
think so. I think he got there in the end.
Oh, 2-1 it is.
2-1 is good enough. That is a good lift and a new world record
And
for
Emil
Emil
Krastev
Krastev.
nudges past Gustav Hedlund in the battle of the 93s and pushes himself up the rankings.